Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Excuse me. California restricts use of rap lyrics in criminal trials after Governor Newsom signs bill. In a big win for creative expression, Governor Gavin Newsom signed the Discriminalizing Artistic Expression Act, which restricts the use of rap lyrics as evidence in court in California. In August, the California Senate and Assembly unanimously approved the bill, AB 2799, speaking to the importance of the legislation at a virtual bill signing ceremony where rap artists Killer Mike, Meek Mill, Too Short, Ty Dolla $ign, YG, E40, and Tyga, as well as CEO of the Recording Academy, Harvey Mason Jr., leaders from the Black Music Action Coalition, and Songwriters of North America also joined the signing ceremony. In a press conference, the Black Music Action Coalition called the bill a crucial step in the right direction of not injecting racial bias into court proceedings, especially given the recent indictment of Young Thug and Gunna, whose lyrics were directly quoted and used against them in an ongoing RICO trial. For too long, prosecutors in California have used rap lyrics as a convenient way to inject racial bias and confusion into the criminal justice process, said Dina LaPote, entertainment attorney and co-founder of Songwriters of North America. This legislation sets up important guardrails that will help courts hold prosecutors accountable and prevent them from criminalizing black and brown artistic expression. Thank you, Governor Newsom, for setting the standard. We hope Congress will pass similar legislation, as this is a nationwide problem. Willie Prophet Stiggers, co-founder and co-chair of Black Music Action Coalition, added the signing of AB 2799, the Decriminalizing Artistic Expression Act, into California law is a huge victory for the artistic and creative community and a big step in the right direction towards our federal legislation. The RAP Act, or Restorating Artistic Protection Act, prevented the use of lyrics as the sole basis to prosecute cases. The Black Music Action Coalition applauds Governor Newsom for his willingness to stand with artists and defend our First Amendment right to freedom of speech. Further advocating for legislation in the form of a federal bill, the Restoring Artistic Protection, or RAP Act, introduced in the House this summer. Representative Hank Johnson from Georgia and Representative Jamal Bowman of New York, or I like to say Republican, took the stage at the RIAA offices in Washington, D.C. on September 29th ahead of a panel discussion on rap and the rules of evidence. Moderated by Variety executive editor Shirley Halperin, the panel featured Stiggers and LaPote along with Kevin Liles, CEO of 300 Electra Entertainment. Excuse me. Professor Jack Lerner of the University of Irvine School of Law and attorney Shay Lawson, executor SONA board member and outside counsel to BMAC, and advocacy chair of the Atlanta branch of the Recording Academy. The wide-ranging discussion addressed the dangers to the constitutional rights of free speech and to a fair trial. Liles, who testified on behalf of jailed rap artists Young Thug and Gunna during their bond hearings, connecting what's happening today to decades of systemic racism that disadvantages black men. Courtesy of RIAA, speaking to Variety in May, LaPote said the use of Young Thug's lyrics as evidence against him in court is unprecedented racism. Legal expert Jack Lerner pointed out the judicial system's hypocritical focus on hip-hop as a genre and added that this process could really affect the way people make music. Republican Johnson credits LaPote with bringing the matter to his attention. I saw the possibilities of it, but I was unaware of the scope of the problem that then existed, he tells Variety. referring to his first conversations with the attorney about her client 21 Savage. The Atlanta rapper, who was born in the UK, was taken into custody by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, in 2019. Days after performing a song on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon that was critical of U.S. immigration policies. We started talking about the need for some federal legislation. Johnson continues. And fast forward a few years and we get to actually drafting the RAP Act and introducing it at a time when the Fulton County prosecutor was bringing charges against Young Thug and Gunna based in part on their lyrics. I've always prided myself as a politician and elected official with having a sense of timing about things, and it just so happened that the time was now and this issue is ready to explode on the national scene. Read reactions to the new law below. Harvey Mason Jr., CEO of the Recording Academy. Today we celebrate an important victory for music creators in the state of California. Silencing any genre or form of artistic expression and a violation against all music people. The history that's been made in California today will help pave the way forward in the fight to protect creative freedom nationwide. We extend our gratitude to Assembly Member Joan Sawyer for his leadership on this issue, and to Governor Newsom for recognizing the importance of protecting the artistry and signing the Decriminalizing Artistic Expression Act into law. Mitch Glazer, RIAA Chairman and CEO. Today we applaud Governor Newsom on this pivotal decision that will allow all creators to express themselves and follow their artistic visions without barriers of prejudice. The RIAA has been a vocal advocate for AB 2799 because all too often rap and hip-hop artists have suffered for the same kind of hyperbole and imagery other genres routinely use without consequence. With the signing of the California Rap Lyrics Bill into law, voices that may have been stifled are now fully open to expression. So this is big because not like usually when something is passed in California, it usually goes nationwide. Or if it's passed in New York, it goes nationwide. This was very needed because it seems like our genre, rap music, is always being targeted with crime and trying to lock people up for something where your lyrics, sometimes when you're doing lyrics, you're just talking about or painting a picture of something that happened, somebody getting murdered, or they're rapping about their environment. And they try to use that to prosecute especially black men. And they've been doing it for a decade or more. So if we can get this passed nationwide, you won't have to be scared to say what you say in lyrics and move on. They tried to use 50 Cent's Ghetto Quran to pin that on what's his face? Preem back in the day. And they failed to do that. So this is something that's big and that's needed. To me, you shouldn't get prosecuted over your lyrics. When there's plenty of genres like rock music, which is a majority white, especially heavy metal bands. They get to say all type of devilish things, killing somebody, eating eyeballs, all type of craziness, but they're never prosecuted on that. I'm just saying. So why is it that us as black men and black women are always targeted? Well, because it's a systemic racism. It's systematic. Everything is. To keep a certain group down. And this is what I tell people. I explain, to people when I'm talking about sports. I talk about the disadvantages of being black. To me, if they didn't care about colorism in the nation, then why do they have what's your race on the application? If they don't care about your sex when it comes to doing the job, why do they don't have to say your gender, and why do they also have male or female on the application? Why don't you just go off of the interview and off of the person's resume and their qualifications? I'm just saying, this is real stuff. But, you got people who are old school who don't like rap and try to tear it down saying that it's evil when it's really not. people are just expressing themselves artistically about where they're from. If somebody grew up in the projects, they're going to rap about what's in the projects. It may not relate to you because you lived in the suburbs or you stayed in middle class America. So that doesn't mean that person's bad. They're just a product of their environment. I don't blame the killings and all of that in different places, different hoods, different areas. I don't blame it on black people because what else do they know? They were put in that box. They were put there for a reason. Everything was designed for blacks especially to be in impoverished states and basically be in a state where they're going off of what's in their environment. And if their environment is very poorish, then they're going to talk about guns. They're going to talk about drugs. They're going to talk about all these things. But yet, when heavy metal bands or rock bands talk about drugs they're smuggling or drugs they're smoking and things like that, they're never held to the fire. And we know why. I just like to tell you guys what it is. And we got to get more people pointing this bull it out. That's the only way we're going to move ahead. That's the only way we're going to get to where we got to get to. But this is big for Cali, but they're doing it because it's an election year. This year, next year is an election year. So that's the only reason why they're doing this stuff, because they want to try to get as many Republicans or whoever's on this in office. So they're going to do everything it takes to make blacks, because see, our vote is power. Blacks have got to understand we're the most powerfulest beings on this planet. Whether you're light-skinned, brown, or you're dark, we have the power. And we don't utilize it because we're stuck in fear. We've been brainwashed so much to be in fear. And listening to this, man, this is big news, man. So now that Cali has restricted you using the artist's lyrics to put him or her in jail, if this spreads nationwide, then that could really be a big benefit for us. It can be. So congrats to Governor Newsom, for signing that bill. Appreciate that, because we need more of our brothers on the streets, helping raise these boys and also bring family structure back to the home. And they're never given that opportunity because education, they try to use the education card or what degree or diploma you have. And they also try to use the, what's the thing? Oh yeah, they always try to use the woman to try to tear you down as well. So thank you, Governor Newsom, for that. And thank you guys for listening, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can go to the description box, hit that link to my Cash App, and you can donate whatever your heart's desire. I'm also on Zelle, so you guys can donate there. Whenever we have a premiere or live video, you guys can super chat. Even after the video's done, you guys can leave a super thing. So thank you guys for your blessings. Thank you guys for your love, man. And we are out. Deezy.